So early, what we have shown in our if statement is that your if can perform an indicated action only when the condition is true. Otherwise, it is skipped. So we have another statement, if else, na selection statement, that allows us to specify the different actions when the condition is true and when the condition is false. So here's the difference. So as you can see in our flow chart, in our if na statement, if your condition is true, then it proceeds to executing the body of if. So what if it is false? So it simply skips your body of if and proceeds to printing the statement just below your if. What if we want also that if it is false, it will execute some other statements. So we modify our flow chart. So the C allows us to do this one. So if it is true, we execute the body of if, and if it is false, then we also allow it to execute some other statements. Okay, so here's the difference. So in our if statement, so this is your syntax, and in your if else, we add the else na block, which executes some other na statement if the condition returns a false. Okay, so yeah, if the condition is true, the statement inside of your if are executed and else are skipped. And if it is false, then statements inside your else are executed, and your statements inside your if are being skipped. So here's the difference between the syntax of your if and your if else. We simply add an else na block for your if else na statement. Okay, so let us rewrite our previous example, which is computing the absolute value such that it prints you entered a positive number also. So if the number if is indeed positive. So in our flow chart, earlier in our previous example, if the number is negative, it will negate the number and notify the user that the number is negative. So if it was false previously, it does nothing. So now we want that the user is also notified that the number is positive. So let's see it, or let's modify our code. So here's the code for that. Okay, so modify natin yung previous na code. So earlier we only have your if na statement, which checks if your number is negative. So let's say we print here the number is negative. Okay. So what if it is positive? We want that the user is also notified if the number is positive. So we add an else block in here and say printf the number is positive. So let's see whether it works. Okay, and then let's try to run it. So let's try to enter a -5. Okay, so correct, the number is, it prints our statement, the number is negative, and the absolute value of a number is 5, then it just skipped your else na block. Okay, as you can see. And then what if we enter a 5 or a positive na number? So it just skips your if na statement. Okay. It just skips your if and then executes your else no block, since this condition is false, and prints the number is positive. Okay, and then it proceeds to printing the statement below your if else. A printf, the absolute number of is %t. Okay, so that's all.